GoFundMe has become a very common tool to raise money for community needs, for individual needs, which is really amazing. I know several folks in my community who have come together and raised money that individuals and families have needed to get through a crisis of one sort or another, which is a really cool use of the tool. I seem to think there's something you might have to do when you set up GoFundMe, and I've never set one up myself, but I think you might have to organize it a little bit specifically to make sure that the money raised isn't taxable to the recipient, because that would be a bad result in times of crisis.
Oh, so important.
But I don't know exactly what that is. So if someone out there needs to act on that, do a little bit of research. But otherwise, there are tax laws that indicate that we can give up to $19,000 per person in 2026, and that amount does inflate every year, to any other individual, whether we're related to them or not, without any gift tax consequences. And so that means married folks have the opportunity to give 19,000 times two, because each of them has a $19,000 exclusion, to an individual recipient. And if a couple is giving money to a couple, then you take that $19,000 and you multiply it by 4. So it's a really nice, easy way to be able to give meaningful amounts of money to someone else. We utilize this a lot with clients when they're making gifts from one generation to another. There are rules that go beyond the 19,000. Everyone in the United States has a lifetime exemption, so they could give millions of dollars away without triggering a gift tax. And what a lot of people don't know about, and we have talked about it before on Money Tales, is that if you make payments for healthcare and or education costs on behalf of someone else, and you make those payments directly to the provider of those services, then there is an unlimited amount of gifts that you can give. And that can be extremely helpful when someone's facing a medical calamity, or when you're trying to help fund someone's education.
That one is so important. I mean, they're all important, and that it's really powerful to know that you can do so up to a certain point with some of the situations where they're not going to be taxed. They get the money, you get to help. And it feels really good to jump in and do so. That's
right. And I want to mention, because this just astounds me, my daughter, who is currently a junior in high school, just applied for a scholarship that an individual sponsors. It's a merit-based scholarship, and this individual pays full cost, full freight for education for 15 students per year.
Oh, wow.
To go to the college of their choice, whatever college they get into, which I think is pretty amazing. So there are really cool ways to use gift exclusions, and perhaps in this individual situation, there's some charitable giving tools and in techniques that they're using too. But there's a lot of opportunity out there. So
Sandy,
don't let tax rules get in the way of your generosity. Just be very clear on what you're trying to achieve, and do a little bit of research, get a little bit of counsel when necessary, and put together a great plan for you and perhaps others in the community to help fund an important cause.